Today's topic is delta distributary channels. Previously, we have seen the complete spectrum of fluvial systems starting from braided river. Then comes coarse grained meandering river system, fine grained meandering river system, and at the fag end of the fluvial system, you get to see delta distributary channels. So delta distributary channels are the channels which distribute the river's water and sediments into the ocean. Now, as the name says, these channels are associated with deltas. So delta distributary channels are part of a delta system as well as fluvial system. If you see a cross section of a delta, it consists of three parts. The lowermost part is called as pro-delta sand or pro-delta mud. The middle portion is delta front sand or delta slope, and the topmost part of the delta is called as delta plain. So delta distributary channels are associated with delta plains, which is the topmost part of the delta. Now the occurrence of delta distributary channels is close to the ocean at the coastal plains near the mean sea level where the gradient is least, and due to this reason the channels which are formed are mostly straight without any curvature. So the channels are mostly symmetrical in cross section. You can see here the cross section of a delta distributary channel. This is the channel, and this section shows the section perpendicular to the flow direction. So in the cross section you can see that the sand bodies are convex downwards and it is flat on the top. One important feature of delta distributary channels is very well developed levees on either side of the channel. Within these levee you might get to see crevasse play. So these delta distributary channels may range in width from few meters to hundreds of meters up to 400 meters, and the length could be in hundreds or thousands of kilometers, or width could also be in few kilometers. Now what happens is the sediments which are carried by the river is transported further by the delta distributary channels, and it is deposited here in the form of mouth bar or mouth bar facies. Now with time it so happens that due to the deposition of sediments here, the delta distributary channel gets clogged and it finds a new path to further transport the sediments, and you see bifurcation of delta distributary channels. So delta distributary channels govern the shape of the delta, and most of the time these are associated with high constructive deltas, either low bed delta or elongate delta. What is high constructive delta and different types of deltas, that we will see later when we begin with the delta system. But for now you can just remember that delta distributary channels are mostly seen in case of high constructive deltas only. High destructive deltas do not show presence of delta distributary channels. The reason for this we will discuss later. Now coming back to the introduction, if you remember the beginning part of the fluvial system, when the river originates in the mountain, different tributaries from various parts contribute to the main stream or the river, and those contributing streams are called as tributaries, since they are contributing their sediments and water into the river. And when you reach at the end of a fluvial system, Again, the channel bifurcates into various channels, forming distributary channels, and at this point these bifurcating channels distribute the sediments into the ocean. So you see streams in the beginning or at the initial part of the river system, which is called as tributary, which contributes, and at the fag end of the fluvial system you get to see distributaries, which distribute the sediments into the ocean. Now the channel fill deposits of distributary channel includes the multi-storied sand, where you can see width to thickness ratio is high. Sedimentary structures are dominantly trough cross bedding, and the deposits of delta distributary channels do not show any vertical change in the grain size or scale of sedimentary structures. So there are two settings in which the occurrence of delta distributary channels can happen. The first thing is channels cut into the delta plane faces, that is on the top of delta, and other occurrence is channels cut into the own channel mouth bar and delta front. Now see here in this diagram you can see both settings. The first setting is here, delta cut into the delta plane, that is the topmost part of the delta. Now in few cases what happens is, as you know what is a delta what is mouth bar, these channels cut through these mouth bar and enter into the delta front sand here. So either the delta distributary channels remain in the delta plane, or they cut through the mouth bar, its own mouth bar, and enter into the delta front sand. So delta distributary channels supply their sediments to the delta front sand, and the finest material goes into the ocean and it settles down in the form of pro-delta here. Now this is the diagrammatic representation of a delta distributary channel. As you see, the channels are straight here. Now since these systems lie close to the sea level, the gradient is very low and therefore the channels are straight. You get to see very well developed levee on either side of the channel. It also shows presence of crevasse play. And if you see the cross section perpendicular to the flow direction, the facies which is deposited is convex downwards and flat on the top, as against the meandering river systems. In case of meandering river systems, the cross section shows asymmetrical channel, whereas the channel of delta distributary channels is symmetrical and convex downwards. Again, here you can see the two different settings of delta distributary channels. Here it is within the delta plane and cutting through the mouth bar into the delta front sand, and this is pro-delta mud. So the important characters include the presence of medium to fine grain size and moderately or poorly sorted sand. Sometimes mud chips and wood fragments are also present with little amount of vegetation and organic material. The sediments do not show any vertical fining or change in the grain sedimentary structures. Levees are very well developed in this case, and fossils may occur since these are seen or these occur close to the coastline near the marine conditions. Sometimes you may get to see fossils also in the deposits of delta distributary channel. Now this is the example from Louisiana in the United States. This river system is Atchafalaya River in Louisiana, and you can see the branching out pattern of delta distributary channels here. Now this is an example of bird foot delta. It is a high constructive delta. Here again you can see one more example of bird foot delta and delta distributary channels. So to revise the diagnostic characters, these delta distributary channels are elongate, symmetrical in cross section, and multi-storied sand bodies are observed. Some amount of organic material is preserved in these systems. The pattern is distributive, not contributive. Texturally and structurally they are uniform. You don't get to see any variation in the grain size or sedimentary structures. These are flanked by very well developed levee deposits on either side. So this is all about the delta distributary channels. Next time we'll start with the confined valley fill deposits.